What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and guess what? Today we're going to talk about a little bit of information that's been coming down the pipe related to the Digimon TCG, and I think this is a good time to talk about my opinions on it, what my thoughts are, how we're handling everything. So without further ado, let's get into the video and talk about it. Let's talk about it. We kind of got a good information of what's coming for the rest of the year, right? Well, something kind of got added last minute for us as well. But taking a look right now, we kind of know we've already done BT16. We're moving into EX6 right now. Then we kind of wait till the beginning of August, then September's, then to November. So taking a look at this and seeing how this is being spread out a little bit, I do kind of wish that they slowed down releases instead. And instead of going as crazy ham as they did, they could have easily slowed down and added an extra month and then sped us up by like a half a month, and we would have caught up that way, and then don't have as many releases. I think this is a little jam-packed and tight. A lot of vendors are going to get hurting for a little bit because a lot of players aren't going to open as much product because they're going to go for singles. That is really what's going to happen these next couple months, is that they're just going to pick the best stack and go from there. So taking a look right now, we kind of know what's coming in for Digimon Liberators, EX7. Wait a second. There's something missing. Nope. So the next one is Infernal Extension for us. And then followed by this one here. So following Infernal Ascension, we kind of know what's coming in at the end of June, like a couple weeks away actually. We got 13 days roughly. And we get a lot of good product coming forwards. This set alone will have enough for the 7 Great Demon Lords to be a deck right off the bat. I think this is a very potent set for players that want to play that style of deck. But also we get the 3 Great Angels, which, you know, good card, bad card. I know he's a rare and everything like that, but geez Louise, I don't see him as good as a card as it should be. Dominionmon, on the other hand, really solid. Then Mastemon Ace and Ragnar Lord Ace, really powerful cards. You know, the secrets are really polished. I love how they look, to be honest with you. I kind of wish they might connect. I don't know if they do or not. There's a possibility of connecting, but probably not, knowing our luck. But taking a look though, I like that it's Ragnar Lord, Mastemon. All the aces kind of got support here. But taking a look here, we know what the box toppers are, and we know how many cards are coming in the set, which is good to know. At the end of the day, it's really solid of a set. Followed by, we are going to get Secret Crisis on August 9th, which again, from June 28th to August 9th is actually pretty solid of good spacing. That means the last weekend of July, we are going to see pre-release session for this. So I think that's pretty good. Followed by Liberators EX07, September 13th. So yeah, that's a little kick up from what we were expecting. Followed by the starter deck on September 13th for both Guardian Vortex and Fable Waltz. Sadly, Fable Waltz doesn't look like as strong of a deck as it was hoping for. It's definitely looking like Vortex really gets the MVP sticker this set, and it's showing. Vortex has a lot of potential. I love that we're getting trainings in September. That really does help out. It makes it a little bit easier for a lot of players, especially newcomers, to be able to make sure that a starter deck, oh, I only have to buy 4 starter decks and I get a plethora of trainings that I need, and those trainings will help you in future deck building going forwards, and it's better than trying to get product for a box topper. You know, starter decks are really easier. Taking a look though, this is the next big one that we have to worry about following in. This got announced for December 13th. So from November, let me see. Oh, no. So this is This is the following one for November. No release date, but we can expect mid-November or earlier beginning of November. And this is BT 18, half and 19. So taking that account, we already see a majority of BT 18. So yeah, that's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a really hard set because this thing has 4 secrets. And I don't know if 2.5 is going to have, if they follow suit and there's 3 secrets this set, and it's going to be 1. Actually, that could work if they do 4 and then what, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 and 3 could work definitely if there is a 4th secret in BT 18, which could follow suit just because of how the set was panned out. But taking that into account here, we are going to have a little bit of struggle fest with this one just because product is going to be a lot harder to pull, means cards are going to be a little more expensive. But this is the main reason why I'm making this video, is to talk about LM set. So we know that LM's going to be getting some support. LM4 is going to be released some point in the next couple months. This is going to have a lot of cards in it that they're keeping a secret here. So taking into account right now, there's 26 card types. You got to buy only 1 box and you get 1 of every card. You'll get multiples, of course, but taking it at the end of the day, you get 26 cards. You're guaranteed more than that with 6. Oh. Display 6 packs, 9 per pack. Let's see. 9 times 6 is 54 cards. You get 54 cards total. Means if you're getting alternate arts, which you already know, Systemon Seal, Blanc, Chaos Dramon X, Death X. My theory is we're getting one of them is going to be Ruin Mode. We already get the armor form from LM2s. I know that's going to be one of them. And there's going to be probably at least 1 more alti for LMM4. So keeping that in mind for LMM4, I think there's going to be at least 2 reprints. They just haven't announced it yet. But this is their way of announcing it without... This was spoiled without showing cards off yet. But knowing that we're going to have that, I feel bad for a lot of players that were expecting LMM2. We knew that something was going to happen. They could not give us LMM2, 3, and 4. The set would be just too large for that many reprints. And to make sure that this has an easy transition, especially because we know we need the scrambles and stuff like that. The scrambles definitely help out, but that means right now our format's going to be a little more different leading into EX6, BT17, EX7, you know, the starter deck with EX7 and even into 2.0. That means we can't reliably suggest decks on scramble input. If we see decks with more than 2 scrambles in it, I'm going to be straight honest with you, I would start questioning it. If there's decks that have 4 scrambles in it, and that's the reason why they're topping more consistently, then you really have to take that into a grain of salt there, going like, is it actually going to matter? Yes or no? And that could play in a very important part, especially going into stronger decks. And I know this for a fact that sometimes just having these delays here, especially these important cards like Shivamon Ace, definitely is going to make Tyrant a little worse until it gets to 2.0, and that's going to be vitally important for Tyrant, because Tyrant started playing Shivamon Ace right away. Black decks will not have their level 5 for a bit, and that's going to hurt because right now there is no level 5 Ace. So Cyberdramon introduction was right here with Secret Crisis. Now they're not going to be able to. Their black decks are going to still be at a disadvantage because we're literally banking on Cyberdramon, and that's a problem. And we know that Bonds of Friendship Ace and Bravery Ace are very vital cards. Yes, you can tech in and just play a full play set of the old ones, and that's what you're going to have to do if you're going to be playing the Bonds for right now. That kind of hurts them a bit because the Aces really helped out. Agumon really needed its Ace version to be able to be very scary, but now that kind of eliminates Agumon and Gabumon a little bit. Gabumon still exists. I don't see too terrible of an issue, but it's something to keep an eye on. They have like Megidramon, Ace, and that's just really a problem here that we're going to see going forwards. We don't know what the rest of LMM4 is going to be, so once we know that, we'll talk more into it. But taking that into account, that buy one box, though, we're going to get 26, and alternate arts of also random are randomly included 8 types. So what I'm thinking is we're going to get all 26 cards, and then probably we're guaranteed 2 alts. If we're lucky, if that's what we're lucky with. I think it's just going to be 1, to be honest with you, just because how, you know, Bandai operates. And this is like one of those big key points that I also want to take into account, is that I'm really nervous on this factors here. The scrambles, seeing if that makes a difference. This obsoleting a deck. This needing more support. Depends on maid mode. Depends on really what BT19 is throwing at us, because we know 19's going to have tamers in it with liberators plus, you know, cross heart with it. My feeling is that we're going to get Cyberdramon related support, and because we have Millennium on, so it makes sense that with Zed, Millennium being in that set, you're gonna have Ryu getting support with his Justimon. So I think that's really important. I think we're gonna see Justimon Ace, because let's be honest, Black is really struggling without aces right now that are very consistent. And what I mean by consistency wise, we really, our biggest threat right now is Vikemon Ace. Wargreymon Ace doesn't do anything. Diaboromon is strictly Diaboromon support. I mean, we get Lord Nightmon, that's in that same set, but right now we are definitely hurting on the Black Ace categories that are very effective. I think even, you know, the black yellow Ace of the Sovereigns wasn't that good. Just taking that into account, just a generically good, and I mean straight good, Ace level 6 will be really good for us. I think that's vitally important. Hopefully we get more and more generically good ones. Just having only one be printed out of everything kind of makes me sad. But all in all though, guys, I'm excited for this news. The special set eliminated, it's really gonna make it difficult, especially because now this is all just jam-packed, and then this becomes super jam-packed. Holidays are usually the rough. Hopefully, what I hope for is that the special set is kind of cheap. I think I would say make it like how Yu-Gi-Oh was doing. Instead of a $80 box, you make it half price. So I expect the box to be like 40 bucks. You know, you get one of every copy-ish. So maybe pick up like 3 boxes and you'll be good, is my suggestion for the holidays. Especially around the time this is what you ask your parents for and everything like that. But what do you guys think of the schedule? Adding that one more thing in, we go from here to here to here in a matter of crazy shenanigans. And I know this is where regionals is going to be, so that we're kind of caught up for BT20, and I know that's what they're trying to do, and then we're universally released in April, but it's going to be rough. It is rough. I don't think we're going to see another starter deck, to be honest with you, for the rest of the year. I really doubt it, just because they're just going to focus on the main sets and get them done, which no problem there. But all in all, guys, what did you think of the video? Let me know down in the comments. How do you feel about adding the LMM this late into the fray? I mean, it's a great way of getting the cards that people needed, but the lack of LMM2 reprints is gonna see some hurt. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.